Well, this is new at 6. Post warning about a serial killer prowling the suburbs has gone viral. Problem is, local police say it's a hoax. And Steve Burness, the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau of Chicago and Northern Illinois, is joining us live to discuss how to identify these fake posts and what to do if you fall victim to one. Steve, this is scary here. So I guess this showed up locally in Hanover Park. It did involve a real serial killer, but it was from many years ago. So what is behind this particular hoax?
Well, we're seeing this not only here, but all across the country as well, the Better Business Bureau. What are these hoaxes? Are basically people that have been previous killers and have deceased or truly a killer, and they say that they're in your neighborhood, and they either want you to do one of two things, either click on a link inside that email or forward it to your friends. So if you click on a link, it can add malware or spam to your phone or your computer, and if you send it to your friends, it gets reposted by them, and it gets in front of more people. And then they may change the original post to something else, so it looks like you're endorsing that. So it's a hoax that started in Hanover Park, but it's all across the U.S. and it's happening all the time.
Wow. So is there a platform that seems more vulnerable than others? And is this something that shows up on a wall like on Facebook or Nextdoor, or is it something that comes through as a message, or is it both?
We're seeing it both times, but most times we're seeing it on Facebook, where it's usually in a neighborhood post. It is happening in Hanover Park in a garage sale type environment. So kind of where that trust has been already established. And then what happens is you start forwarding to other people, then the police got involved and they realized it was a hoax and they want you to click on that link. And I think consumers need to be aware, please don't click on any links, especially if there's something you weren't expecting or somebody unknown. You got to do the research as well. And if you see a scam, report it to the Better Business Bureau Scam Tracker, because we keep track of all these scams, websites, phone numbers, and we can notify the authorities, but also notify people ahead of time that this is truly a hoax.
Yeah, it's malicious and scary and not really easy for investigators to track down, right?
No, it's really hard to track down as well, and they put spam or malware on your computer. You may not even know that your computer is infected. We recently talked to businesses and consumers, both who had their computers locked out by the scammer, where they can't even get access to their files. And you remember a few years ago, a South Suburban police station had to pay the ransomware to the thieves to get their police files back. So it can happen to anybody. Please don't click on a link, and especially that 30-minute rule. Somebody wants you to do something quickly in 30 minutes. Don't do it. It's a tip-off to the rip-off. The only thing you should do in 30 minutes is buy a pizza, and that's research the rest.
All right, so that's how to avoid it. But what happens if you inadvertently you find out maybe later? What are the steps that people should take to try to remedy this, to make sure that they haven't become a victim of malware or something else?
Obviously, you could check your computer to see through your security measures, see if you've been a victim in any way or have spam or malware. If you don't know how to do it, then you suggest you find somebody or call a company that is well versed in this. But sometimes you don't know if your spam and malware is on your computer. They can be watching what you're doing, your keystrokes, looking at your bank accounts, making transactions. It's very alarming when somebody has access to your computer, even your camera. Sometimes they know how to shut the light off, so you don't even realize that your laptop camera is on as well.
Steve, I thought of this. We've heard an awful lot about Facebook reversing course and not having fact checkers on the social media platform. It seems logical that this is going to become a bigger problem because there's no more guardrails there, right?
Right, there is no more guardrails, but also the people who are reposting are doing more harm than good. And there's one post in Texas had 24,000 reposts within an hour. So again, this is just spreading like wildfire. And unfortunately, these people are helping these scammers. The only way to put scams out of business is not to give them your business. Do your research. You could check our website, our scam tracker, put any information in, and it tells you exactly where it's happening in North America and how often. And then we can also notify the authorities, Ray.
Troubling stuff. That's why we wanted to check in with you, Steve Burness at the Better Business Bureau. Thanks a lot, sir.
My pleasure.
All right, see you.